Hi Pisces, welcome back and welcome if you're new. I know I finally look like I belong to somebody. Today is the 4th of July and let me just preface this by saying that there's a house full of family, so if you hear any disruptions or background noise, just disregard that, pay it no mind. We're gonna stay here, right? Okay. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Again, thanks for watching and welcome back. If you were already subscribed, welcome if you're new. So glad to have you guys here. Real quick, I'm not going to go too deep into where the planets are. And I might just start doing like a collective reading and go over the planets in that video, because not everyone cares, for one. And two, is repetitive and I get tired of saying the same thing over and over in each video. And then three, no one cares. Well, there's like a handful of people who care, and those handful of people who care will also watch the collective reading. And if you watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs, you see that in the beginning of every video. So I'm sure it's repetitive for the viewer as well. So that's just a tidbit, and I do plan on incorporating some extended readings. So if you think of any questions that you have lingering after the relationship spread, any common questions that always pop up in your mind, please put them in the comments so I can create a spread or come up with the right layout for how I want to do my extended readings. And those will probably be like only $5.55 or something like that, $5. So anyway, how are y'all doing with the eclipse energy? I hope everybody's fine. There's been a ton of transformations going on, and light workers are especially experiencing those shifts in a different way as well. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Neptune is in your sign and it's retrograde. That's the most recent retrograde. And Mercury goes retrograde in Leo July 7th. In this reading, that's pretty much the only thing that has changed. And then Chiron will also go retrograde July 8th. So these shifts going into mid-July are going to be major. July period is bringing in tons of transformation. There's 2 new moons, 2 eclipses. We already had one on the 2nd. Then we're having another one on the 31st, the very end of the month. So major stuff. And our full moon is in Capricorn this month, on the 16th or 17th, which is the natural opposite for Cancer, and it's Cancer season. So if you have any Cancer or Capricorn in your chart, you could be affected by this energy as well. And also, you're a water sign, so you're always affected by the moon, I'm sure. And I'm sure you're like hella intuitive and on point. Your spirit guides or your intuition has been on point as well, because Pisces are naturally very intuitive. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. While I was pre-shuffling, the 3 of Wands popped out of my Starman Tarot deck, and I just got a lot of you are waiting on your waiting to make your move, waiting on the right moment to put your plan into motion. So that could be a very good thing. Maybe there's been something on your mind for a while and you're waiting to take action, is what I get, whatever that may be for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. I've already pre-shuffled my decks, and yes, I'm in the closet again. The Closet Chronicles, I know. There's just people everywhere and I couldn't find a quiet place. So and then too, like, sorry, I'm ranting. You know how you have a lot of family around? Like, I got crystals in my pocket. I'm an empath. And it's just too much going on. And it's just like, I'm doing good, but I don't even want to give the energy and opportunity to wiggle its way into my aura and fuck me up. So I'm just going to hold on to my selenite wand. And I haven't eaten yet, so I'm just trying to stay grounded and stay in a positive vibration. I always feel better after I do readings. So I was like, I'm going to lock myself in the closet and do some readings. So that's what I'm doing. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. It's a relationship spread for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you don't know how to check your placement in your natal chart, there's a link in the description showing you how to do so in all of my videos, as well as how to donate, book a personal reading, my social media information if you want to buy jewelry or rollerballs from me or any of the other products that I sell. That information is there below. The left side is you, Pisces. The right side is your person. However, it can flip-flop. You can be on the right side, or your person can be on the left side. This can be any relationship you have with anyone in your life, including the relationship you have with yourself, in which case you would be both left and right side. Top is mental, middle is emotional, and bottom is behavior. We'll also look at the overall theme of the reading. 2 more shuffles, please. Overall theme of the reading, the relationship situation as it currently is, and advice and the likely outcome. 1 more. And look at that. The 3 of Wands again. Alright, Pisces, let's see what's going on with y'all. Definitely a new chapter. Oh, look at you. Look at you. That's your card. That's your major arcana card for anybody who's new to tarot or is not familiar with the moon card. That is Pisces. Could also be Cancer, because the moon represents, that's the Cancer's planet. But the overall theme of the reading, this is definitely a major cycle. Something that's destined. I feel like this, whatever path you're on, whether it feels like it or not, things are going according to your destiny. You're on the right path, and I believe it is going to lead to some type of luck or good fortune, or if things haven't been going in your favor, they're probably about to start going in your favor. This is Sagittarius Jupiter energy, and this represents good luck and fortune and new cycles, new eras. Could also be new relationships. Let me verify that, because I want to say it did say new relationships, and sometimes it's a card that's number 10. 10 is always going to represent a cycle closing, because, I always say this all the time, like a broken record. Numerology is 1 through 9. When you get to 10, that's actually 1, and it's intermingled. As you close out one cycle, you're beginning another one. So this is a major cycle, and it's a phase it's a phase that includes a lot of good luck or good fortune. Could be also money. It's chance happenings also. It's just like you just know that the universe is working on your side, and your intuition, like I said, is probably very strong. I'm so excited. I'm rambling over my words, but this is also telling you to pay attention to your dreams, listen to your intuition. The relationship situation, with this being in the place, this could represent deep emotions between you and this person. Could also represent being afraid of the unknown, or just the unknown in general. Not necessarily being afraid, but it could represent someone being afraid of their feelings, afraid of the unknown. I find that Pisces are often very emotional people, but afraid of their emotions, or they just don't like to deal with their emotions. Maybe because you have so many, and I understand that because I'm a moon Scorpio, and I'm a woman, so there's that. But I think there are a lot of deep emotions in this relationship. Your intuition is probably nudging you. You may be having dreams as well, but I think there are chance happenings here. The universe is giving you signs and possibly synchronicities and confirming things that your intuition is telling you. You could also be having dreams, and that could be making you feel a little bit more secure with the deep emotions that you do have. One or both of you. On the left side, you Pisces, on your mind, we have alleviating stress. You don't want to deal with anything that's going to make you feel stressed, tired. You just want to move away from conflict or anything that is mentally draining. And I think either you're thinking about moving on from stress, or you're probably just figuring out where in life you need to alleviate stress. Like what has been stressful, where you need to cut it out. Or a lot of you probably are, in the process of moving on from something, moving on from a relationship, moving on from a job, moving like a house move or something, because that could be travel as well. But I think you just want to alleviate anything that's stressful or anything that's mentally draining as well. That could also be any fears that you have. You could just be leaving fears behind. In your heart space, we got 2 6s back to back. I think you feel good in your heart space. You feel like you've accomplished something. Maybe you feel like you've achieved a level of success and emotional maturity. This could also represent weddings, babies, anniversaries, things like that. It is one of the relationship cards, or it represents success and harmony and accomplishing something. But in the heart space, maybe you feel like you won something. Maybe you feel like you achieved something. Maybe it is something that you feel lucky about. Maybe this is past energy, and you're just thinking about all of the things that you have eliminated from your life that were stressful at one point, and now you feel this warm, successful, happy energy. So that's good stuff. Your behavior, the death card, you're going through major transformations, and I'm not surprised by that. Everybody is. This is Pluto energy, Scorpio. It represents change. You probably are going through internal changes. You're probably shifting this energy, you know what I'm saying? Alleviating stress and celebrating life, or just being happy for what you have. But this is definitely change, transformation, rebirth, major change, and it's much needed change. So that's good stuff. your person is probably making plans or trying to figure out how you guys can work on your partnership if there is any stressful situations, because we do have this card here. So I'm not saying that there's any stressful situations between you guys, but this is about making plans, planning your future, negotiating. It's not about negotiating, but that's what came to my mind. It's about building partnerships, working partnerships. It involves passion. It's creative energy, fire energy, Aries. But it's about working friendships and partnerships. Either building something, could also be like planning some type of travel or some type of creative activities. But I think it could also just be planning your future within this relationship. I think your person is in the heart space trying to find balance. Either maybe between balance of the heart and the mind, or just trying to make smart decisions when it comes to their heart, trying to make fair decisions in the emotional space. And it's just trying, maybe also find balance within their emotions, try to find some internal equilibrium, which is good. This is Libra energy, but the scale there and the twos are all about balance as well. So that's good. I think this person is probably really trying to either maintain balance or acquire balance. And then maintain it, of course. This person may be offering love to you right now, or it appears that they're following their heart. They could have made some type of decision to follow their heart. With the Libra card being there in the heart space and the Queen of Cups being in the behavior. This is also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it represents someone following their heart, being spiritual, intuitive, in tune with their emotions, knowing what needs to be done expressively. It's also creative energy, maternal energy. Doesn't have to be a woman though. But both of these cards represent intuition and creativity as well. So this person probably just appears to be following their heart, making plans and making decisions and doing what's best for them. I don't really know if this is, this could be all you, Pisces, for some of you. For some of you, it could be another person. Let's go ahead and clarify the whole spread. 2 more shuffles. Clarify the whole spread, please, Divine. Thank you. All right, the overall theme of the reading. So I do feel like, I think this happened in another reading. I think for some of you that we have the Ace of Cups in reverse for the overall theme of the reading and the Wheel of Fortune. I think for some of you, it's like this, and for some of you it's like this, because you know how the fish and the Pisces, one swimming down, one swimming upward. So different groups of you are on different cycles. For some of you, you're wrapping up a phase. You feel drained. You probably feel drained right now, but I think moving into this next phase, you won't be. For some of you, you probably had a lot of energy, or I guess it's the same thing as just flip-flops. Like you felt like you had a run of bad luck. You felt like nothing was going your way. You felt like the odds were against you. You couldn't see how the universe was working in your favor. But you're going to be coming into some emotional fulfillment or some type of abundance. And I think it's just quite the other way around. Not the other way around, but same meaning. But like you probably feel really drained right now, but I think it's because you're closing up a cycle, and cycles are typically, hardest just before they close out. So I feel like a lot of you are probably very drained right now and just wanted to eliminate anything stressful. Look, we have the Six of Swords clarifying the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords in reverse clarifying the Six of Swords. I think you're really, really thinking about moving on from stress and trying your best to alleviate stress, but some of you are having a hard time doing so. Leaving things behind. You could be clinging to something, or you just are struggling with moving forward. It could also be that there are delays, or something is keeping you from being able to move as quickly as you would like to. it could just be all mental. It could be anxiety. It could be fear. It could be many factors for many different groups of you. But you really wanted to move on from things that cause you stress and that weigh you down and that you feel like don't align with you. But for a lot of you, you're having a hard time doing that. But you're trying your best and you're thinking about, I guess, all the ways you can do that. All right. In your heart space, I think you feel very secure and strong, successful. I think you feel very in tune with your emotions, very balanced in your heart space. The Nine of Pentacles is here clarifying the Six of Wands. It represents success and living with ease and accomplishments. Both of these cards represent accomplishment. I feel like you've achieved something, you've accomplished something in your emotional or your heart space. Maybe you've been doing some heart chakra work. Maybe you can just feel a difference. You feel your own growth and you feel more comfortable with your emotions. You feel more secure in your emotions, and maybe you feel successful because of that. For a lot of you, some of you are just happily single, maybe, or some, I don't know, some of you could have accomplished something, like just got married or just had a baby or something like that, and you know you're living with ease, everything's stable, your finances are good, and you just are celebrating life and celebrating your new baby, your new wife or husband, or your new home, or whatever whatever it is that you're celebrating, or whatever it is that you've accomplished. It has you feeling very secure and stable and grounded. I'm feeling. That's Virgo energy, the Nine of Pentacles. So we have the Six of Wands with the Death card. So with the Six of Wands being here, I think you are still probably, the Six of Wands being in reverse, the Six of Wands is here twice. We got 6, 6, 6, 6 over here. That's a good thing. We got 6, 6, 6, 6. So the Six of Wands in the reverse in the Death card, I think you probably, whenever you view this video, at whatever point this energy resonates for you, this transformation has been tough and success has been probably delayed, or this transformation I think when you were in the thick of this transformation, when everything was really hard and you feel like, you know, you were drained and you had a run of bad luck, you couldn't see success, or it was delayed, or there could have also been some type of interference with your success. Like, maybe that's what it is that you were trying to distance yourself from. But this is also like the Six of Wands in reverse is also like being unable to move ahead. Maybe it was hard for a lot of you to accept the changes that were happening, or to succumb to the transformation that was inevitably going to happen anyway. And maybe now you're just kind of going with the flow of life. It could also be indecision. Maybe you just didn't know how you felt about this situation or your transformation or the changes that you were experiencing. But I think at some point you're going to feel very secure emotionally, or maybe throughout this entire process. And I'll skip the relationship situation. We have the Ace of Wands with the Moon card. This could represent a new passionate beginning or the birth or transformation of something. I think it is probably the transformation of you for a lot of you, because this is in your energy, and then I feel like this is transformation from so a lot of you are probably still going through this change, but in your heart you feel like you've accomplished or you've succeeded before it reflects so in your behavior, if that makes sense. Like in your heart you know that you've already like leveled up, but it hasn't shown in your behavior yet. And I think that's why the Six of Wands is here. Maybe you're still coming to grips with things or getting adjusted to the changes that have taken place, but this represents a new passionate beginning, or like I said, a transformation. A lot of passionate energy with the wands here, a lot of fire energy. This could also be like Chiron retrograde as well, because that's going to bring in some spirituality. It deals with spirituality and deep wounds, and we're going to want to deal with these things and heal from these things very quickly because it's an Aries. So this could also be some type of accomplishment or good news with the Ace of Wands. So I think this is just representing your transformation, like the transformation of your intuition, of your growth, of your emotional space. And then we have the Ten of Cups with the Two of Wands. So on your person's mind, they probably feel like they have some type of either missed opportunity or delayed success. The Ten of Cups in the reverse is still a good card, but it could be that they feel like there's some type of emotional distance. They could also feel like there's either a loss of a friendship. Maybe you're trying to move on from someone and you're having a hard time, and your person feels like, oh man, they lost you. And this is Pisces energy. Could also be water, Scorpio, or Cancer. But maybe there's been some type of break in the harmoniousness of the relationship, and this person is probably trying to figure out what they can do to get things back the way they were. It could represent some type of discord or some type of disconnection within the relationship, where it's not so joyous or happy as it was before. It could represent some type of I don't want to say arguments, but some type of disagreement or some type of quarrel. I think for whatever reason, you probably aren't seeing eye to eye, and this person either is trying to figure out how to move on as well, or they're maybe wanting to figure out what they can do to change this around, because it is the Ten of Cups. Like, it is the Ten of Cups. Like, they're probably trying to figure out how to turn the situation around. Then we have the Six of Cups and the Justice card in the heart space. For whatever reason, this person felt like there was some type of imbalance. They could have felt like either you were being greedy or somebody was being greedy. That could be why this heart space is so full. You could have been taking more than you were giving in this connection, or at least according to the way this person sees things, because this could be greed. Like the Six of Cups can represent charity work, or giving to the less fortunate, or giving someone help. I'm lying. That's the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Cups. For some of you, it could have been that way in the emotional space. But the Six of Cups in the reverse could be like clinging to the past, honestly, or either being concerned for the future. They could have felt like there was some type of imbalance. They could also feel like they need a fresh start. It's also self-doubt. Could be a little self-doubt. Feeling like how can I say this? Like thinking about how things used to be, and maybe trying to make a decision about how to find some type of balance, because this does feel like it was some type of imbalance, emotional imbalance or something. So, so, I think both of you, if there's been some type of split, I think both of you are having a hard time moving on, because this does represent like clinging to the past, because it represents nostalgia and happy memories, but maybe this person made like a head over heart decision or something. That's what it seems like. Then the Page of Pentacles is here with the Queen of Cups. So I think this person is probably trying to follow their heart and, like I said, kind of do what's best for them. And the Page of Pentacles being the reverse maybe shows that they're not having much success, or they're not either accomplishing much, or they're not making much progress, or they're not making progress at all. Maybe they've been making illogical decisions, emotional decisions, or they're just refusing to budge, or refusing to invest time, energy, or effort into this situation, or into it could be selfishness. This could be selfishness. Both of these, honestly, kind of feel like selfishness. All right, so let's go ahead and get your advice. 3 cards from the Starman Tarot deck. Okay, I'll take it. Temperance, the Hierophant in reverse. Nine of Swords and the Chariot in reverse. I'm going to actually take the Chariot in the upright because of the way it kind of flipped out. And these are 4 cards, but we have Temperance, the Hierophant in reverse, the 9 of Swords in reverse, and the Chariot. So Temperance is Sagittarius energy. It talks about balance, harmony, blending, negotiation, things of that nature. Seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary, exquisite balance. A period for rebirth. Slow down and view the world with fresh magical perspective. Trust your intuition. I think that's already kind of what I've been telling you. I think you are experiencing a transformation. I think your intuition is heightened and you can hear it a little bit better, and you can trust it a little bit better. You're definitely going through a transformation. I think you should trust the process, and I think you, for the most part, are acquiring some balance because of all these 6s here. So we have 6 here, and then we have another 6, and then 9 here. So it's not quite balanced as far as, you know, the numbers, but I think you're getting there, and I think you're probably on the right track, or at least trying to find balance, and that's good. And then the Temperance card being major arcana lets you know that the universe is stepping in to help you, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. And you probably are seeing signs that the universe is right by your side, helping you out. And we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Feeling constricted. Ignore advice of others. Challenge authority and blaze your own trail. Establish new rituals and traditions. And it's a little bit different than traditional tarot. In traditional tarot, the Hierophant in the reverse is like breaking rules and anarchy, but I think this is just you needing to go against tradition, create your own traditions, create your own patterns, do what you know feels good, do what you know feels best for you. Don't listen to the advice or guidance of others, because your intuition is strong. You've had a transformation within your intuition, and your intuition is strong, and you should trust it. And there's no reason why you should need to take advice from other people. You know what's best for you. And I think that's probably part of the conflict that you're having with, like, leaving certain things behind and moving on. Like maybe moving on to like fully trusting yourself. But I think in your heart, you do feel secure. You know that you've achieved something. You know that you've accomplished something. And we have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. All right. Being controlled by fear and worry. Use tools like visualization and journaling to work through issues. Challenge yourself with powerful questions. Absolutely. I think instead of taking advice, you should do more meditating, do more journaling, go within and trust your intuition, and just create a space for your intuition to speak to you clearly, or to where you can hear it better, so that you can feel a little bit more secure with this transformation. Because right now I think you are probably either in the thick of it or coming out of it, depending on when you see this, coming out of like the thick of this transformation. And some of you are probably feeling a little bit more at ease, but some of you are probably feeling really drained. So it's best that you go within and just don't let any fears, because again, the Moon card can represent fear, also fear around a decision. This could be what this is about. Like maybe you're afraid moving on from something that has been stressful for you, but maybe it's a comfort zone type of thing, because you know how I say, like, sticking with the devil, you know, like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm moving on towards, and this is stressful, but I know what this is like. I know what I'm dealing with. So maybe some of you are just trying to figure out how to move forward. That could be what this represents too. Try to figure out how to move forward from something that hasn't brought you as much joy as you would have liked. And yeah, going inside, asking yourself questions, speaking to your higher self, I think it's definitely a great time to do that. Neptune is your planet. It's retrograde right now. Your senses and your intuition and everything should be heightened right now. All the more reason to go in and question yourself, because yourself will answer. And then we have the Chariot. And I'll read it in the reverse as well as in the upright, since it did kind of flip out a little weird. In the reverse, it says that you are overwhelmed. Refocus your efforts and find balance. Waiting until you have clarity around a situation. Look for a singular focus. Stop being so scattered. Ground yourself and ask for assistance. That's just what I said. Asking for assistance where you need help. I don't think assistance in the sense of like advice or what should I do. It's just like, hey, can you like hold my hand during this part of my journey? Or no, I'm not literally like hold my hand, but like, can you provide me some emotional support, or some, like, maybe you need to bounce ideas off of someone or something like that. But I think if you are feeling drained and you feel like you're not making progress, it is okay to ask for help. But definitely ground yourself so that you are not letting your fears get the best of you. Ground yourself and figure out a way, like I said, create spaces so that your intuition can speak clearly for you. Everything that I just went on a tangent about, that's what this card is about in the reverse. In the upright, it says, take charge of your own destiny. Seize the moment and let momentum carry you forward. Finish what you set in motion. Don't hesitate. You can do this. Reverse. I'm sorry. I'm reading. I think this is what this is. Maybe there was some hesitation with moving on from some type of stressful situation. Maybe there was some type of hesitation. Like I said, it's like the devil you know for some of you. So this is a really good reading, Pisces. This is some good stuff. Let's get 3 cards for the likely outcome. 2 more shuffles, please. I just saw the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So there could be a new beginning. We could get this situation turned back around. All right. So there looks like there may be some communication, possibly between you two. Maybe there's going to be some effort put forth. You or your person, or both of you, there could be some truth coming to light, or you could be figuring out how to solve some type of issue, if there was some type of conflict in this situation, or if there's some internal conflict within you. I think you're going to figure out a way to plant the right seeds, or figure out where you need to put your energy and do so. You may want to do so quickly, or you may go about it in a competitive like nature. Like you may want to deal with things pretty swiftly, or you could just be wanting to move through things, like get through this period really quickly. But be mindful of being hasty. Don't make any hasty decisions, because the pages are, a little bit more methodical. They understand things take time. They're all about learning and studiousness and learning new skills, or making investments and sowing seeds. And you understand, when you sow seeds, they take a minute to grow. So I think you're figuring out where you need to make changes, either mentally or just communication wise. And I think you're just planting seeds of time, energy, effort, money, whatever this tangible materialistic energy of pentacles represents for you. You're sowing the right seeds in the right places. You could be putting forth some effort towards communication. This could represent, soon as you figure out what the issue is and you solve it, things could be picking up really quickly. But again, Mercury is retrograde, so keep that in mind. This is Sagittarius energy, but this represents communication, travel. Could also be just swift action, or it could also be like a change of career. Some of you could be getting like a new job, or in a new career field or something. But whatever it is that you're moving on towards, I think once you start putting your effort or energy in the right place, things will start picking up pretty swiftly for you. That's kind of vague, so I want to get 3 more and then we'll wrap up. 3 more for the likely outcome, please. 2 more shuffles. I just saw the 9 of Pentacles again also. All right. So you're settling down in something. Could be a new job, a new home. Like I said, some of you are actually moving. Some of you are just moving to a new job, a new city, new state, there's some type of movement, or you either getting a new house or settling down in a new relationship. Some of you could also be getting married or celebrating the birth of a child or something like that. Again, like I said, the 4 of Wands is here, but this talks about being aligned in something. Whatever this is a fated, destined situation for you. So this talks about alignment and also resting. It could be like a vacation or like a family vacation, but it's about stability and foundation. And this is my settle down card. It's like settling down in a new career, a new passion, a new skill, a new trade, something that's new for you, but you're getting comfortable in it. You're settling down in it. And this is good news about love, either you being offered or either giving or receiving love, but it's also curiosity, your imagination and intuition, and could also be flirting, could be children involved as well, because we have 2 pages here. And this could just be a young person, or it could be a young situation or a young person, or just a new situation, not necessarily young, but you know, a new start. But this represents your healing journey as well. So this is signs, synchronicities, and special messages from your spirit guides. It's Aquarius energy. You could be receiving a lot of attention. For some of you, you may be having a child. This represents healing, guidance from the universe, you being able to see how the universe is working in your favor, and then also you having hope for the future, knowing that your goals are within reach, knowing that you can achieve something, having a little bit more faith in your healing journey, and also balance. I think balance as well, and I'm getting patience, having patience with yourself. So that's some good stuff, Pisces. This is it. So if you want a personal, or if you'd like to donate to my channel, I appreciate that. And I am now certified for Reiki, so I can send distance healing as well. So if you're interested in that, I will put my direct booking link. But for right now, if you go to my Instagram page, it's in the profile of my Instagram. I would love to send you distance healing, or if you book a session with me, if you're local. This is a really good reading, Pisces. I hope that you are being kind to yourself and patient with yourselves as you go through this transformation. Check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. What am I missing? I feel like I'm forgetting to say something. But thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below if it resonates. And until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye.